Hello everyone, my name is Andrea Schwartz. Welcome to my presentation about educational technology. I cannot wait to learn more about this topic with you and teach you more about this topic. The focus of this presentation is the main understanding of what educational technology is and how to incorporate this technology into your own classroom. You will be learning about various digital technological frameworks that can be used in the classroom. With the technologically advanced world we live in, it is so important to take full advantage of the technology to improve the education system in the United States. The objective of this presentation is for you to be able to understand educational technology and why it is important. You will learn about 3 frameworks in educational technology and the components within them. You will also be able to understand how to integrate different digital tools into education. You will be capable of teaching about both the digital tools and topic in the discipline being studied. You will learn about some advantages of using technology within your classroom as well. Take a moment to observe this image. As the image implies, there are various different components that go into education technology. Technology can enhance all disciplines in various ways, and there are multiple forms of technology that can be incorporated into classrooms. One common form of technology many educators use is the iPad or tablet. Teachers also use smartboards and projectors to enhance student learning. Take a moment to look at the different forms of technology in this image and identify how they can enhance student learning, no matter how simple the tool. The tools shown on this image, as simple as a magnifying glass or calculator, can truly enhance education of students. Now that you have taken a moment to think about this, let's go into the details about educational technology. The first topic we are going to focus on is what educational technology actually is. Educational technology is the practice of creating learning and enhancing student performance by making, using, and being aware of technological practices. There are 3 frameworks we are going to focus on within educational technology. They are the Framework for 21st Century Learning, TPACK, and SAMR. The Framework for 21st Century Learning is a framework that shows the skills students need to succeed later in life for jobs and citizenship. It focuses on critical thinking skills for the students. The core subjects, shown in green, focus on global awareness. It shows that students need to be aware of finances, business, the economy, and have civic and health literacy. The other 3 elements all revolve around this principle. The first element that revolves around this principle is life and career skills. The red shows these life and career skills that are necessary. These are things like flexibility, productivity, and responsibility. Students need these skills in order to work well with other people. The yellow area focuses on learning and innovation skills the students need. This is where the critical thinking skills come to play, along with communication and collaboration. This, once again, revolves around working with other people. Lastly, the blue section shows technological skills. This includes information and media literacy. Students will need to develop these skills in order to assist them in the evolving world of technology. The students and curriculum used when teaching with the Framework for the 21st Century Learning will assist students in developing these skills. TPACK is the next framework for educational technology. TPACK stands for Technological, Pedagogical, Content Knowledge. Technological knowledge is knowledge about working with different digital and technical tools. This is knowing how different tools work and what they can be used for. Pedagogical knowledge is knowledge about the theories of teaching and how to teach. This is knowing what type of educational strategies to use in the classroom. Lastly, content knowledge is knowledge about the subject being taught. This is being competent in the subject matter. Teachers need to have all three types of knowledge to successfully integrate digital tools into the classroom. When TPACK is incorporated, students become more motivated and eager to learn the material. The third framework is SAMR model. This is a model that encourages the incorporation of various forms of technology. The various forms can be evaluated through this model. The acronym SAMR stands for substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. Substitution occurs when teachers exchange an old tool for a new one in which technology is incorporated. An example of this is when a student would need to do a presentation in front of the class. Instead of using a poster board with printed off images on it, a student would replace it with a PowerPoint or some other technological tool, like the PowerPoint as a visual aid. Augmentation occurs when a tool is substituted and new functions are added. If we still use the presentation example, we would say it also includes audio or video instead of just images. Modification is using technology to enhance the task. The whole task is recreated. For example, if a teacher originally wanted a student to create a script for a newscast in a social studies class, they would modify it to have the students record themselves performing their script with a green screen background. This would modify the original assessment to make it more lifelike. Lastly, redefinition is when students use the technology to make a novel assessment. For example, students could create a new method of studying by recording songs they create on a digital device. The students redefine the task of studying with note cards and textbooks to using audio recording. This would also enhance their studying methods and make them more capable of remembering the information they need to know. These tools and frameworks do not mean anything if educators cannot incorporate them into the classroom. Also, technology is incorporated into many of the Common Core state standards, so teachers must know how to incorporate educational technology to fulfill the standards. Teachers need to scaffold students when introducing a new digital tool. They cannot expect students to be comfortable with it immediately. If students do not understand the tool, they will not succeed at the task in front of them and become frustrated. Educators also need to know that by using digital tools, they can and should differentiate assessment more often. Differentiation is key to student success, and having technological tools readily available makes it a much more feasible task for educators. And finally, teachers need to give students time to work on their own with these tools so they can explore and develop more readily. People learn through play, so by having these students experiment and play with the tools, they will learn about them more thoroughly. This also goes back to the fact that teachers cannot expect students to understand how to use the technology immediately. Have the students play around with the new digital tools in order to enhance their learning. Here is a list of the resources I used for this presentation. Thank you all for watching this presentation. I hope you'll learn more about educational technology and how to implement it into your classroom. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments box. Thank you.